to say what needs to be fucking said. I'm out here like that because I'm in the streets. I'm the one out here really doing what needs to be done, putting it to fucking bitches' necks. Because I'm a handyman. And the handyman code is you charge women 3 times as much as they're supposed to be charged. You know why? Because they can't do it. That's why you charge more. But niggas are scared. If I charge more, they won't like me. You scary pussy ass fuck nigga. Fucking tired of it. I'm so tired of it. We can defeat feminism as men if we band together. It wouldn't even be that hard. And that's the sad thing. Guys are so scared of war. Guys are so scared of standing up for what's right. Trust, if you, and let me tell you something else. If you're one of these God-fearing people, you're one of these people that talk about this God shit, you'd be the main person on the front line fighting the shit. You are supposed to be divinely protected by this great being. But yeah, you're out here scared. Scared. How you scared and you got God on your side? See, that's why I ain't scared. I know I got a thing called logic. And I believe the universe and the creator created man to have logic. And because he gave man logic, we know what's right and we know what's fucking wrong. And when you know what's right and wrong, you do what's fucking right every damn time, regardless of the fucking consequence. You don't go around being scared because you trust that the universe is going to pay you off in the end because you have a good conscience. And here's the thing. A lot of guys don't want to admit this, but every time you compromise in life and you fucking give in and you don't stay true to the fucking game and you do what's wrong, it costs on your soul. There's a tax on that fucking soul. Every day that you do something that you don't supposed to fucking do, there's a tax on your soul. And you don't get refunds. Ain't no fucking refunds in this game. Nigga, whatever you choose to do with your time, there's no refunds. You have to deal with the consequences of it. And even if I go down as a martyr, I know I'm going to spark the next fucking motherfucker that's going to go out there and do some real shit. Because that's the point of being a man. Man at some point in time had a thing called fucking balls. And most niggas ain't got balls anymore. They fucking left the balls at the grocery store. Over the cat fucking food aisle. Fucking tired niggas, man. It just disgusts me. I walk outside. I look at people, and you know what they're doing? Just compromise. They stop working out. That's the first thing. That's the first thing that goes when a man gives up on himself. He stops training. As soon as you see a man starts to get soft, I say, oh shit, it's a wrap now. Because as soon as you start to get soft as man, you forgot what the whole game was about. And the whole game is about paying yourself first. If you can't work out and pay yourself first, that means you don't care about yourself. You don't love yourself. That means you got low self-esteem. If you want to build a man into his best self, you got to start training. You got to work out. And you don't train for superficial reasons. You train for the spiritual aspect of training. I don't swing these maces and do these clubs because it makes me look good. God damn it, I look good even if I didn't train. I'm a fucking savage. I got blessed with fucking hell good genetics. But the reason I put my fucking work in every day and I make sure I go hard is so I can look at myself in the mirror and say, God damn it, that motherfucker puts in the goddamn work. He deserves everything that's coming his fucking way. But most of you guys you're not about that life. You're not. You're not even trying 10% of what you could be trying. You know why? Because you're compromised. You're fucking compromised. You live in a goddamn zoo pen. You live in a zoo pen. And a lot of you niggas don't want to admit it. If you got a job where if they can tell you they're going to fire you for saying anything bad, if you got to deal with HR, you are in the zoo pen. And man was never meant to be in a zoo. Man is fucking man puts animals in zoos. So why the fuck are we in the zoo? Tell me that, nigga. Tell me. I don't understand. I'm so confused by guys, man. Like, because I see it and they'll hear the truth, they'll know the truth, and they'll simply just won't acknowledge it. And they'll walk right first. They'll walk straight into goddamn the machine gun fire. They'll walk into the machine gun fire and just accept that, oh, well, I don't know. Then when they get torn up and they're bleeding out in the fucking no man's land, now they want the boys to come save them. Fuck you. Nigga, drag your ass back to the trenches, nigga. And then we'll help you out. That's how I'm moving this fucking operation. I'm done trying to tell niggas to stop going to fucking no man's land and getting shot. I'm over it. Listen, if you're over the age of fucking 16, I'm not helping you no more. Like, I'm just done. I'm not helping anybody over the age of 16. If you're not over the age of 16, like, I only care about the babies, nigga. You grown-ass niggas, I give you the information. Whatever you choose to do, that's your fucking result. But the rest of you niggas, man, I help the babies because the babies don't know no better. The babies are willing to learn, and they accept truth. But you grown niggas that still want to argue, You motherfuckers want to argue about logic? No, get the fuck out of my face. And that's the problem with a lot of guys. A lot of guys are wanting to argue about logic. And you know why I learned this? When I made fun of tall people. When I made fun of tall people, every single person, when I talk to a tall person, they all fell for the woman bullshit. Well, I asked, what's the fucking advantage of being tall? What's the advantage of being tall? Well, it makes you more respectable and women selectively choose you. Bro, that's not an advantage. Nobody, first of all, that's in your head. That's what guys don't understand. I'm talking about empirical data. What kind of empirical evidence that I can observe that makes you tall gives you some type of advantage? And this can go for anything. Being black, like people like say all black guys got big dicks. No, all black guys don't got big dicks. I got a 2-inch dick. I got a goddamn 2-inch dick. What am I supposed to go around telling people that I got a 7-inch dick? And it's fake. It's in your head. Like what I'm trying to explain to is a lot of shit that you guys think is perceived. It's only you that really thinks that because you got brainwashed with propaganda. And all propaganda is, and I put this tweet out earlier today, all propaganda is misinformation to make you can only, how can I put it? Propaganda only fools those who want to be fooled. You can't be fooled by propaganda if you're a logical thinker. And I put out another thing about today about Africa. And we're going to get more into how to defeat feminism, but I'm just going on like the little prelude to some more people getting into this thing. So Africa, people think Africa's a continent. Africa's not a continent. Africa's a part of Asia. You're probably asking, well, what are you talking about? No, listen. Do you know what a continent is? A continent is a continuous landmass. If you go to the map of Africa, I wish I was on StreamYard. I could show you guys this. But if you look on the map, if you look at the Suez Canal, Africa is attached to Asia, which means Africa is a part of Asia, and it's actually Asiatic. Black people are not actually black. Black people are Asiatic. We are Asian people. As funny as that fucking sounds. We are Chinese people. I'm a black Chinese man. That's why black people love anime. But what I'm trying to show you is propaganda has the ability to make you reprogram your mind to think something that doesn't actually exist. And women are naturally prone to just misinformation because they don't know any better. They don't have the same logical, analytical brain that a man has. That's why I'm so disappointed in men when I can't talk to you in logic. See, the people who are listening now, as I'm talking to you, you understand exactly what I'm saying because I'm speaking pure logic, Vulcan-ass caveman logic. And that's why you appreciate it. If you're a dumbass, you just listen to me like, oh, fuck that guy. You're hate listening, which I'll accept too. I don't mind hate listening. Hate listening is perfect for me. Because hate listening still feeds the algorithm, and preferably, I like the hate. I like the hate listening because it actually allows me to make more entertainment. Because you're so stupid, and the people who are smart actually enjoy the interaction because you're a fucking dumbass. But you're too dumb to understand you're a dumbass, so you'll keep going back and forth, which just makes it even funnier. Because now I can just start to troll you. But what I'm trying to explain is the reason we're losing in the battle of feminism. The reason we're losing the battle of feminism. It's because guys can't think logically because guys have been living in the zoo pen. You're living in a zoo. And the zoo is a societal zoo. You don't have to hunt for your food. You don't have to build your own houses. You don't have to fucking fight. You have police that do jobs for you. You simply get to exist in this thing called the magic Disneyland of fucking America. And that's what most of you guys are living in. Most of you guys are living in the Disneyland of the West or whatever country you're fucking in. And because you live in Disneyland, you really think Mickey Mouse is a real mouse. And that's what most guys think. Most guys, when they look at a woman, they really think she's a good girl just because she tells them, like, she acts nice, she smiles, she maybe doesn't have any tattoos. Like, I respect the girls that got a bunch of tattoos because at least they're open with it. Like, look, I'm a fucking hoe. I'll go. You just got to fucking tell me the price. So I can at least respect that to some degree. But the real dangerous ones are the girls that have no tattoos, the girls that act innocent. Those are the ones you need to fucking watch out for. But a lot of you niggas have conned yourself into thinking that these women really give a fuck about you and they're not a part of feminism. Even if they don't openly say they're part of feminism, you pay attention to her actions. I don't give a fuck what a woman tells me. I don't. I look at her actions. What do her actions tell me? And a lot of you guys are not thinking like that. A lot of you guys are just thinking, well, she tells me this and I could tell she's a virgin, or she only had like one. She told me she only had one or two partners. And look, a lot of guys are going to start dropping out because they don't want to hear this shit. They don't want to hear this real fucking spit. They don't. Because you know why? Because it forces them to actually acknowledge, is he telling the truth? And then when that happens, guys have to decide, am I going to test my girl? And guys are terrified of that. They're terrified of that real question. Is she with me because of my manhood, or is she with me because of what I provide for her? And see, that's the problem. A lot of you guys are scared to find out the real answer. I've never been scared. I still ain't scared. Like, life is meant to be lived, and life is meant to be experimented with it. That's the thing with man. That's why man loves freedom, because freedom gives man the ability to get rid of all the other bullshit variables and look at shit exactly for what the fuck it is, reality. Like, I was listening to, on my job, I was listening to the book, The 50th Law by 50 Cent and Robert Greene. And one of the things that really stuck out to me when listening to 50 Cent like narrate the book was he says, reality is my drug. The harsher the shit is, the more dangerous things are, the more I get into the game. And see, a lot of you guys are scared to step into reality. A lot of you guys want to live in this fucking false square prism of fucking bullshit because it's safe. And realistically, that's when you're at your most dangerous. I mean, that's when you're in the most danger. Like, if you ever play chess, a good analogy is if you ever play chess, and thank you, John Carlos. John Carlos, please book a time with me. I would love to talk to you, man, because you have been one of the best supporters of the fucking Apex Sapien experience, and I greatly appreciate you. Even though I don't get to respond to all your fucking messages sometimes, I read them, and I fucking say thank you because it keeps me going, man. So I really appreciate you, John Carlos. Thank you. But what I want to say is a lot of you guys are scared to step out of Plato's cave because that light's going to burn the eyes. And once it burns the eyes, you're terrified of that experience. You want to stay where it's comfortable. You're scared to go in the deep end of the pool. You guys are scared to go deep in the pool. And the problem is you're never going to become a real man until you go into that deep end of the pool and learn how to swim. That's just the fucking truth of the matter. You're never going to find out what you are as a man until you take away all the fucking safety nets. When you get all the safety nets out the fucking way and it's just you in fucking reality, that's when you're going to learn who the fuck you are. And you know, when my come to reality moment, I actually had like 3 or 4 come to reality moments. One, my great grandmother died and I was living in an apartment and I didn't have a place to fucking live. So I got all my shit, got on a bus and just had to figure it out. So I was homeless for a couple of fucking days. No car either. And figured it out. When I came to Texas, when I moved to Las Vegas, moved out there with no fucking anything. My dad said, you can stay at my place. I said, no, Pops, I'm not staying at your place. I need to live in this reality that's really mine. I appreciate you giving me that offer, but if I go live at your place, I'll get comfortable. And once I get comfortable, I'll get complacent. And when I get complacent, I'm not going to do what the fuck I need to do to make sure I get my life on track. So I spent about 2 weeks homeless in Vegas during the pandemic, just driving around, sleeping in parking lots, hanging out in casinos all day, observing people. And then when I got to Texas, same thing. 2-3 weeks homeless in Texas during the fucking summer heat, living in my car, going to 24-hour fitness to shower, doing Instacart to make money on the side, and then sleeping in my car and redoing the same thing every day for 3 weeks until I found a place to live. And then it happened again. My car broke down 100 miles away from fucking my house. I was substitute teaching, doing Instacart to make ends meet. I had maybe $150 in my bank account. Rent was due in 15 days. I needed that car. That car was done. No engine. 100 miles from home. I had to fucking take a Greyhound to get back to Austin to go sit in my fucking apartment and try to figure shit out. I see reality more than times than most average men will ever see reality. When I was in college, I lived in a tent in my backyard in my hood home where there was 8 people living in a 3-bedroom house. I took a tent, put it outside. I lived outside on an air mattress in a tent. I was fucking content and happy because that was reality for me. I knew I could build from there. A lot of you niggas ain't built like that. You guys are scared of reality. You guys are scared to find out what really is life. You don't want to see what really is life. Because you know when you see what really is life, you're going to know you ain't ready for it. And because you ain't ready for it, you hide. Like a fucking coward. And that's most of you niggas. A coward. A fucking coward. I'm calling it out. 99.9999% of men, cowards. They got no fucking dog in them. You niggas watch movies all day, you bullshit all day, and you expect to get results that are worth the fuck? Nigga, fuck you. You don't deserve anything. You really don't. And once you understand that reality that you don't deserve anything, and let me tell you something. The first step of getting to where you want to be in life is the first step. The first step that you need to know is free speech. When you can speak freely as a man, you have made it. You can build from there. When you understand that you can say what you want to say, when you feel like saying it, how you feel like saying it, and consequences be fucking down, now you have entered manhood. Because the tongue, when those Europeans came from fucking England, came to America, the first thing they came is and established was freedom of fucking speech. And the day you take away your freedom of speech is the day you fucking lose your manhood. That's the day your balls get cut off. And most of you niggas' balls been cut off since fucking 7th grade, to keep it 100 with you. Most of you niggas haven't seen your balls. We're going to keep it a fucking 100. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it, man. Because this is the reality we're living in. So many men are scared to say anything. You can't cancel me. You can't cancel me. Because I'm going to figure out a way regardless, nigga. Fuck you. As long as I got a fucking, even if I lose my car, as long as I got the spirit, able body, and I can talk, fuck you. I'll figure it out. Because that's just how I'm fucking built. Because at the end of the day, all this shit is fake. You take my computer away, you take my phone away, you take everything fucking away from me, nigga. The work is always there for me to get to where I need to go in life. And that's what I want you guys to understand. The work will set you fucking free. The work is what allows man to live how he wishes to live. But you niggas are scared to work. Niggas are scared to work. And when I say work, I don't mean just going to a fucking job. See, a job is not work. Let me give you a real gem. All jobs are not work, but all work is a job. I'll repeat that for you one more time. All jobs are not work, but all work is a job. So when I say work, there's a physics equation. I should go look this shit up though, but there's a physics equation. Work is the amount of force and mass that is moved within an area over time. That is what work is. And most of you niggas are some click-clack niggas that sit around on a fucking keyboard and don't do a goddamn thing all day, but click-clack all day. And good, if it offends your feelings, fuck you, because you deserve it. Because nobody told you the truth. None of you niggas live in the locker room. I turned Twitter into a fucking locker room. If you follow me, nigga, you getting real shit all goddamn day. And it hurts niggas' eyes. I'm starting to find out a lot of niggas can't take it. It hurts. And good, it should fucking hurt. Because ain't nobody give a fuck about me when it was hurting me. And that's the way it should be. That's why man has risen to what it's supposed to be. That's why we have the civilization we have today. It's because man didn't give a fuck about the way another nigga felt. You want to do something, nigga? Pull the guns out. Let's go outside. We'll shoot like the Wild Wild West. But you niggas are scared. Hold on a second. Let me take a sip of my fucking, what's this shit called? This show is sponsored by 19 Crimes, Life Sentence, nigga. Hard charred. Work is a physical equation. The amount of work that you do can be measured as a physics equation, which is, give me 1 second as I Google this bitch. The equation for work. See, a lot of you niggas didn't take math serious. And now you're suffering in life because you didn't take math. Okay, work is equal to force times distance. So the amount of work you put in is equal to the amount of force over distance. So if you're not moving shit physically, you're not working. And that's one of the cons. The lying spirit of the West. It's one of the cons that America has fucking dropped on you bitch ass niggas, and the West is dropping you niggas, is that they told you go to a job is work. You're not working. If you sit at a computer desk all day, you're not working. You're just at a fucking zoo pen. You're simply just being there as an exhibit. That's all you're doing. And so what I realized is the work will set you free, because the more shit and more force you amplify through distance and space, the better of a man you become. Because you begin to understand who you are, and you get to see what you actually have done and contributed to your community, to your environment. Most of you niggas ain't contributing a fucking thing to your fucking environment. You're not. I know it hurts. But you're not contributing a goddamn thing to your environment. Especially you tech niggas and you online fucking email marketing niggas. You ain't doing a fucking goddamn thing in life. You're not. You're wasting your fucking potential. And you know why you waste your potential? Because what are you really contributing? Listen, if a woman can do your job, you're not a man. Plain and simple. If a woman can come in, do exactly what you do, and the production of the company stays the same, you're not a man. Not a man. And I know it hurts a lot of niggas' feelings, but guess what? Your feelings need to be hurt. And that's the problem. Not enough feelings are being hurt in society's day. In the society's day and age, not enough feelings are being hurt. And as I talk more about this, let me go ahead and share this a little bit more. Because I'm pissed off. I really am pissed off because the more I go outside, I look and I see what you niggas are doing out here in the field, I'm beginning to understand why we're in this fucked up situation. I get it now. It's not surprising to me anymore. I see guys just compromise at all angles. You guys are scared to tell your girl, shut the fuck up. Like, you're not. And one of the other things that you guys fuck up is living with your girl. Listen, if y'all ain't married and you ain't got no kids, why the fuck are you living together? Well, the pussy, nigga. And I save money on bills. Nigga, you a bitch. That's what girls do. Girls move in together to save money and to get dick. That's their fucking forte. Niggas talking about in-house pussy. You should be ashamed of yourself. And that's the thing. Nobody has been able to tell you guys you should be ashamed of yourself. Because we live in such a soft society. And what I want you guys to really do is go out and go look at Sean Strickland's Twitter profile. That's a real man's man. Because he looks at things as a binary thing. He says, fuck this whole championship and fighting thing. I go out there and I fight for goddamn cash. That's my fucking responsibility. I go out there and fight for cash. I get paid. And fuck everything else. I do this because I can't be canceled because I fight niggas for a living. How many people are signing up to fight people for a living? And that's what you need to ask yourself as a man. How is your job so valuable to the running of society that they can't fire you because they need you? And see, that's the problem. A lot of men are not willing to do jobs that need them. And see, that's why they pay you so much. If you're getting paid a crazy amount of salary to sit on the computer and click-clack all day, they do that to keep you fucking constrained. They do that to keep you in a state of fucking zootology, I guess you would call it, or being in the zoo. Because they know most guys are pussies and they're cowards, and they're so scared of losing this goddamn paycheck that if they lose the paycheck, they'll fucking lose their mind. So they give you these high-paying salaries, which is basically just tax write-offs, really, to be honest with you. Most jobs in the tech sphere, actually just most jobs, period, where they pay you a ridiculous amount of money, just a tax write-off. You're really nothing more than a tax write-off. And because you're a tax write-off, they don't care. Because they realize, oh, if we keep this person not competing with us, fuck it, we'll keep them. We'll keep them on the job. But anyway, that's besides another point. Let me get to how we're going to defeat feminism and how to rebuild what was lost in manhood. Because that's really what the problem is in today's age. Feminism is killing you niggas on the front line. And to be honest with you, feminism's strategy is not even that good of a strategy. It's really not that great of a strategy. Their whole strategy is the empowerment of women. And if you know anything about women, which most of you guys don't because most of you guys are young guys, you probably just getting out in the field. You probably don't even know what life was before all this internet shit. Women are very weak. They're weak creatures. They're weak and fearful creatures. And it's just nature. Because when you really think about it, how many women hunters do you know? How many women police officers do you know? How many women firefighters do you know? How many women oil rigsmen do you know? How many women electricians do you know? How many women do you know that are doing really hard jobs that only men do? You probably don't know any. You probably never see one, to be honest with you. If you drive by your local construction yard, you look at the job site, how many women do you see? None. You might see one, and she's basically just doing the cleaning. She just cleans stuff. So what I've realized is feminism kind of started because a lot of guys in World War II died, and they had a whole bunch of bonds. There was a lot of rich guys who died, and they left their inheritance because back in the day, rich old guys would marry younger women. So a guy might be 20 years older than the fucking chick, and when he died, he'd just leave his inheritance to the fucking woman because maybe they didn't have a kid, maybe they have a son, and they just had daughters. And so what happened is these old rich women who were sad because their husbands are gone, and they probably hate their husband because secretly, let me tell you something, secretly, all women hate men. Secretly, they all hate us because they need us. Like, women have two sides of their brains. You guys understand? Women have a side of their brain which is, I really need this guy because I can't do it myself. And then they have another side which is, I hate this motherfucker because he can do everything I can't do. Women are bipolar like that. An ancient man understood that if women ever got any type of power in life, they will fuck everything up. So they always kept women in a certain role to ensure that they didn't fuck up. And back then, they understood that for society to run properly, men need to be in charge of everything, absolute power. Because when you let women in, they don't know, they just don't know. And it's not their fault. It's just the way nature has been designed. And nature has designed women to be extremely ruthless when they have power, extremely ruthless. Like if you ever had a woman boss, horrible, horrible. Can y'all please get a fucking thumbs up if you ever had a woman boss and that shit was terrible, please. Or else I shut this fucking Twitter shit down. Just go on YouTube all day. I swear to God, niggas is scared. Anyway, besides the point, when women have unlimited authority over men, they're just assholes. Just assholes about it. Like they really are. Because they don't know, because they're taking their cues from men. And what they see is when a man is in power, he's like an absolute dictator. But what they don't understand is a man has an ethos for why he's absolutely fucking like a dominant ruler like that. And so what has happened is men have like allowed women to be able to infiltrate into men activity. And men activity is like defenses, voting, violence, building, things that like only men are really capable of. Men have somehow reason allow women to get into these spaces. And because women have gotten into these spaces, they fucked it up. You know why they fucked it up? Just their presence. Because most men love pussy. Like they love pussy. Like I don't think guys understand how much men love pussy. Men absolutely adore pussy. And I'm one of those guys too. I love a fucking beautiful chick. Don't get me wrong. I love a beautiful woman. But the problem is that some guys don't know how to just sit there and watch and just admire from a distance. Some guys need to get the pussy. Like they can't operate or function unless they get the pussy or unless they get attention from the girl. And I think some of it's like a biological like equilibrium. Some guys are better at it. Some guys are worse. And what has happened is women have realized, holy shit, these guys really love this fucking dirty ass, smelly ass fish that I got between my legs. And I can fucking make these guys do shit for me just with this dirty fish, this smelly ass fish that I got. Fuck it. If they're going to be dumb enough to go for it, fuck it. I'm in. And so what has happened is women realize they had that fucking power and then now they have abused it. Because a lot of you niggas are bitches. You guys can't resist the fucking beautiful woman. Not understanding it's nothing more than a fucking smelly ass fish. And the reason why, most of you guys have never really interacted with a woman outside of a sexual context. See, most guys' context with women has been purely just lust. And one of the things I've learned as a handyman is that I understand how to operate with women outside of the lustful aspect. Where a woman, like, and that's what I'm trying to tell guys. I got so much more experience with women than you guys do by far. It's not even close than the average man does. Every single day, 2 or 3 times a day, I go into a beautiful woman's house and I fix something for her in her house. And she gives me all the signs of please fuck me, take me, I'll do anything that you want. And I resist. Because you know why? I'm there for the fucking cash. I'm there for the resources. I'm there to extract what I need to get and then leave like a fucking real P. Most guys never get that experience. Most of you guys go to bars, you guys go out. And so when you meet these chicks, you're meeting other different contexts. And so because you're meeting on this context of fucking horny fucking, I wanted to just put my dick in you, girl. She can smell the fucking desperation. That's why you never approach a woman in the streets. I don't approach women, period, ever. Ever. I stopped doing that shit fucking 6 or 7 years ago. Because I realized every time I approach a woman, what am I approaching her for? Hey, just got done installing a mini split. Easy bad day side hustle Saturday. That's my nigga, Alexander. Please book a time so I can talk with you. I would love to talk with you, Alexander, because I want to talk to my local handyman to understand what you're doing in the game so we can level up together. So I appreciate that, Alexander. Thank you. He's another fellow supporter of the fucking Apex Sapien clan. Thank you very much. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate you more than you ever know. because it keeps me going. But back to what I was saying. Most of you guys are operating in a mode of desperation, even though you don't know it's a mode of desperation, because it's now the norm. The norm of fucking society now is guys approach girls and you try to get some pussy from her. Because really, at the end of the day, when you approach a woman, there's only 3 things you can approach her for. Someone to make business or make money together, which is most of you guys are never doing that. That's bullshit. Most of you guys never talk to a woman about business. That's fucking bullshit. To marry her, because you look at her, which would be crazy. That's fucking crazy talk, is to think that I'm going to marry a woman I just fucking met. No, you're insane. You're a fucking crazy person. Or to get some ass. So 99.99999% of all you guys approach women just to get some ass. And she knows this. She's been knowing this since she was fucking 15. And you know how I know that? Because I was a teacher. I got to watch and see and observe how boys and girls react and how they interact with each other as fucking counterparts. And I saw how young girls would hit on me. I'm like, bitch, get the fuck out of my face, nigga. I'm a grown-ass nigga. Fuck you. What are you talking about? So because I have so much experience of observing and watching, I'm able to deduct and create basic data plans in my mind, which I need to put out in a chart to help you stupid ass young niggas, because you niggas are fucking your life up chasing pussy. Ain't nothing good coming from it. So because I'm able to observe these things and watch and really observe and see what's going on in the field, I basically be able to deduct that most of you guys, when you guys go out in the bars, you go out in the scene, you go out, girls understand, okay, this guy's only talking to me because he wants some pussy. Either he wants to marry me or he wants some pussy. Because once again, what I said is less than 1% of you guys have actually tried to get with a girl for business purposes. So it's either to marry her or for pussy. And as men, the way that men work, we build from the pussy up. That's how we operate. It's just how we operate as men. We build from the pussy up. We look at a woman and say, damn, she looks good. God damn, that bitch looks good. Shit. How long would it take me for the fucker? And also, let me get some more likes, please. Can I please get some more likes? And then after we realize, okay, how long is it going to take her to fuck her? We do a calculation in our head. Shit, how much money am I willing to spend? How many dates am I willing to go on? How many times? How many phone calls? Oh, so we're drinking on 19 Crimes. This show is sponsored by 19 Crimes, life sentence, hard charge. This shit's 16% alcohol. So we're going pretty light today. No, we finished the brute bottle fucking like 2 weeks ago. It's very good wine. And cheap too, nigga. $10, nigga. Hey, listen. I'm making money, but goddamn it, I enjoy a nice cheap bottle of wine. I really do. Okay, so stick with me. I need to take a quick piss wine. I'll be back in less than 10 seconds. And please, when I get back, can the fucking likes be at least at 6? You lazy bitch ass fucking cheap ass fuck niggas that won't be paying the goddamn likes. I'm not even charging you fuck niggas. Even my consultations I don't charge. You niggas is assholes. Assholes, for real. All right, man. We back. We fucking back. Thank you for waiting. I appreciate it. In return, you know what? I'm gonna get the dry headband so you guys can have a better visual. So listen. Okay. Before I left off, I think I was talking about the dating dynamics, what you niggas is going through. I'll go get the sword too, so I can talk a little more shit. All right. So before what I was talking about, listen, the big issue is a lot of you guys are dealing with like you're doing loose prostitution. That's essentially what we're doing with. Most of you guys have a fucking very and my old mentor, Mr. Thought Bubble, I need to put his YouTube up or put his Twitter up. What we're dealing with today's age is known as loose prostitution. And what loose prostitution is, when you're dealing with a prostitute, if anybody's ever dealt with a prostitute, what a prostitute does is she tells you up front, look, it's $80 to get your dick sucked. It's $120 to fuck me. It's $160 to do me anal. And it's $1,000 if you want me to hang out with you for 24 hours. That's essentially how a prostitute works. And what the modern woman is now doing is she does loose prostitution because she's scared of rejection. See, women are terrified of rejection. That's why women don't deal with men as they're supposed to. They don't present themselves in a way to be able to really date you the way they're supposed to, because they're scared of you saying fuck you and rejecting you. Or of you saying fuck you, like you're not beautiful. Because like if you guys ever done with a fat bitches take rejection all day. See, guys treat fat bitches the way that fat bitches are supposed to be treated. That's the guys treat fat bitches the way that bitches are really supposed to be treated. Which is, bitch, you're fat. And I'm willing to take that loss at any point. Like most of you guys are willing to take a loss with fat bitch. But now we're in a particular day and age where niggas are scared to take a loss from a fat bitch. A lot of niggas got fat bitches as girlfriends and wives. And that's intolerable. If I see a nigga with a fat bitch as a wife, I look at this nigga and I say, nigga, you must not love yourself. Because nigga, I'll be damned. I'll be goddamn damn. My bitch, she put on like 100. When I was like 24, 25, I had a little young bitch that was like 110 pounds when I met her. This bitch got to 160. I broke up with her. I said, bitch, how the fuck you put 50 pounds on? Birth control. Nigga, fuck that. They don't give a fuck what the birth control. Nigga, birth control ain't putting you 50 pounds on you, nigga. You lying to me. You being lazy. And see, a lot of you niggas is suffering with fat hoes, lazy hoes, bitches that don't cook, bitches that don't suck dick, bitches they don't even fuck you the way you want to be fucked. And you niggas are suffering. I'm telling you, a lot of guys, they're not going to admit this. They pretend happy wife, happy life. No, a lot of you niggas is suffering. And I understand you're suffering because I was suffering at one point. And then I listened to the gospel of Patrice O'Neal. And when I understood the gospel of Patrice O'Neal, I was enlightened. I began to understand, listen, Apex, you're better than her in every fucking way and fashion. You're better than her. Don't take this shit. You don't need to take this. You being by yourself is better than being with a fucking bitch that's not doing what she needs to do to make the relationship fucking work. Because at the end of the day, the relationship only works as hard as the woman works. As a man, you work hard enough in reality to provide for yourself and provide for your girl. If your girl's not trying, if she's not working hard, she's not doing what's supposed to be done to ensure that you guys can have a healthy relationship, your relationship is fucked. Like I'm telling you right now as a man, if you have any unhappiness in your relationship, end it now. Kaputs. Finish that shit. Just cut her off. Just leave. Just fucking leave. Just leave. Fuck the rent. Fuck the credit score. Fuck all that shit. Just leave. Because your soul, you don't get, once again, I told you guys, you don't get a refund for your soul. The compromise of your soul, you don't get a resource for it. And every guy, because I truly believe this, every man, whether a murderer or a fucking saint, has a intrinsic feeling within him, like a gut instinct, where if something doesn't feel good, doesn't feel right, he's like, man, I don't feel good about this. I don't think I should do this. Every man has that fucking instinct. Like, I don't know if you guys ever been talking to a girl one day. You're talking to that girl, and she says some shit. You're just like, what? The fuck is she talking about? That's your gut instinct. But you know what you say? You police yourself, and you cause yourself to not say something because you're scared of how she's going to react. Because you're scared of losing the pussy. Like I said, most relationships only function because most guys are scared of losing the pussy. Like 99% of relationships only work in any capacity because guys are scared of losing the pussy. Like as soon as you lose that fear of losing the pussy, like as a man, you become too powerful. Because then you realize there's so much more to life than just the fucking pussy. Like pussy should be like the 6th most important thing in your life. And Patrice had a very good saying. Patrice said, pussy is like wheels on a car. Is it important? Yes. Is it special? No. Like, yeah, I need wheels in my car to be able to drive. But are the wheels special? No, they're fucking wheels. And one of the things a lot of you guys don't understand this concept. Because a lot of niggas, once again, they don't understand principle. Principle is so key to everything. But a lot of you guys fail to understand your woman needs you more than you need her. But she'll bluff it. She'll bluff it because in her head, she thinks, okay, well, I have this guy, he's giving me attention. I got Instagram. I'll be able to manage without this guy because I got all these different attention, all these different guys that want to fuck me. But all the guys that want to fuck her are not going to actually give her man shit. And see, that's where you come to play. Because you're going to give her man shit. And once you can give a woman man shit, once you give her that leadership, that guidance, teaching a bitch how to fucking live life and creating like an institution of fucking you, she's locked in. Because she sees the production of her being buying into your process of progress. And that's what a lot of niggas need to do. Word out to fucking Dr. BOA. Your girl needs to be locked into the progression of your progress. Because when you progress, everybody around you progress. That's how men are. Because once again, I tell you, men, we are better than women because we care about the people around us. Women don't give a shit about people around them. They're vain. They're very vain. And see, a lot of you guys don't want to accept that reality that your woman does not care about you. She does not. She does not care about you. What she cares about is the production that you produce. What you can do for her. That's what she cares about. Because women by nature are survivalists because they're the second strongest creature on the planet after us, men. So they realize, okay, there's men that exist in reality. And see, a lot of guys have a very tough time of understanding that like concept because most men don't work with men. Most guys, they work in a fucking office in the zoo. You work in the fucking zoo pen. And see, there's no real hierarchy in the zoo pen because it's all bullshit. So you might have a girl who's fucking incompetent who fucked the fucking top guy, and that guy give her a job just so he can fuck her at lunchtime. And so now she's over top of you. Even though you're smarter, you understand the job better. She controls everything because she fucks the fucking the CEO. So you're losing out in life because she fucked the CEO. And you're looking at this, she's like, what the fuck? I can't fuck the CEO and end up getting fucking what I want out of fucking life. And see, when you realize that and see, that's the thing, it fucks with you mentally. Because you're like, what the fuck? I'm way more competent than her. Why am I getting paid $60,000? She's getting paid $120,000 to basically sit there and send emails to see what happened and get updates. And then she gives those updates to the fucking top guy. And then the top guy fucks her. And she keeps staying on salary. And can I please get the likes to the 10? If we get double-digit likes, that would be the highest likes I've ever had in a live. I would greatly appreciate it. Like, I ain't begging for likes, but I'm just saying, please, niggas. Like, support a fucking nigga who's out here telling the truth. Because, to be honest with you, if I was really a piece of shit, I would just fucking crash out, get rid of all my shit, go out to the mountains, and leave you niggas to fucking suffer by yourself. Okay, but anyway, let's get to the real topic of discussion. I think I talked long enough about whatever the fuck I was talking about. How do we defeat feminism? And how do we rebuild what was lost in this time of fucking trial and tribulations? Okay, so feminism only works because it's self-imposed in the minds of men. That's the first foundational like aspect you need to understand. Because men don't like men. Okay, I'm gonna put it. Men are scared. Like most men are naturally scary because we're cautious animals. Because we have foresight. We have this ability to fucking look at things and be able to examine and understand. Holy shit! Okay, that's a danger. That's a danger. That's a danger. So men don't naturally maybe not have fear, but we recognize perceived danger in the future. I see a lot of men are very scared because they look at things and say, okay, if that 1% thing happens, fucked, I'm really fucked. And because they understand that concept, they're scared to speak the truth. But the reality of the situation is most people don't actually give a fuck. Like they're not actually paying attention to what's going on in life. They're not really seeing what's going on in reality. And because they're not really paying attention, they're able to fucking you pretty much say whatever the fuck you want to say, unless you blow up. But by the time that you blow up, or unless somebody brings attention to some shit that you were saying, to be honest with you, nobody's gonna know. That's why I get so worried when I look at people who are scared to say the real shit on the internet. Like I'm like, bro, it's the fucking internet. Fuck it. Who cares? Nobody's really paying attention to you like that. Like you're not that important. And most guys, they look at probability instead of looking at most guys look at the possibility as opposed to the probability. The probability of somebody actually finding your account and really looking at you and firing you is basically zero, unless you go viral. But most of you niggas are not going to go viral. So anyway, the reason feminism has been able to exist and plague our society as long as it has is because guys are so scared of speaking the truth. Guys are scared of the repercussions that might happen if they get caught telling the truth. And because they're scared of what might happen if they tell the truth, they don't say anything. They agree in silence. And because we have a bunch of guys who are kind of agreeing in silence and they're scared to say things to other guys because they don't know who's a fucking undercover spy or enemy. Because like I said, most guys are backstabbing fuck niggas. Give me a second. Most guys are backstabbing fuck niggas. Because of that, they don't say anything. And so all this fucking bullshit that you see, all this promiscuity, this porn, OnlyFans, guys basically being simps, because of all this shit, everything basically goes unchecked. And this is largely a new advent of society. Whenever bullshit was going around in society, most people simply check the shit. Hey, nigga, what are you doing? Oh, bro. No, fuck that, nigga. I caught you doing what the fuck you were doing. What are you doing? And see, we don't do that in today's age. Guys are scared to say what the fuck they see because they're scared of being canceled. They're scared of somebody fucking telling them the truth. This show is also sponsored by Lollipop. Very delicious soda. I love the cream soda. Shout out to the cream soda. But guys are largely scared of fucking getting caught telling the truth. And because of that, we have now built this like internal self-policing system on guys. And now that we don't have anybody policing the state, women essentially said, wait, hold up. They looked around, they surveyed the area, they said, hold up. I can fuck a bunch of guys, not be a virgin. I can still get married. Why would I just not do that? Like, I love sex because that's the one thing you guys understand. Dick is very powerful. Women love sex more than guys. I know it's hard to believe, but trust me, women love sex more than men. I'll repeat that for you one more time. Women love sex more than men. Because you got to think about a woman's life. Women's life is primarily nothing more than just fucking watching terrible shows, having kids, and having sex. And then taking care of the kids. That's a woman's life in nature. I get fucked, I eat, I sleep, I take care of the kids. I get fucked, I eat, I sleep, I take care of kids. I get fucked, I eat, I sleep, I take care of kids. That's a woman's life primarily throughout nature. A man's life is full of fucking adventure and doing a bunch of crazy shit. So with the advent of like all the birth control and all this other shit, women realize, hold up. I can get fucked and not get pregnant? What? That's a dream for me. So now we got chicks that they get on the fucking birth control and they just fuck everybody. Because they're like, what does it matter? If I can fuck everybody, like, because once I need you guys to understand, once a woman is no longer a virgin and she didn't marry a guy, she's essentially for the streets. No matter if it's one body or fucking 100 bodies. I look at women, if you only fuck one guy or if you fuck 20 guys, it's the fucking same to me. It makes no difference because you're not a virgin anymore. So what the fuck? There's no prize in your chastity. So whether I'm the 20th guy or the fucking first guy, it's irrelevant. And see, guys don't think on that primary level. They have shades of emotion. Well, she only fucked 3 guys, and because she only fucked 3 guys, and I'm the 4th guy, then she can still be my girl because, like, and just they start getting emotional. They get emotional about it. And the way I look at it is virginity or your escort. That's the way I look at it. Period, point blank. And I got no problem with the escort. I really don't. But I look at it like this. Look, if you can't offer me virginity, I need the whole bag and everything. I need you to work for me. Because if I'm getting you and you've been soiled by another man who did not wife you, that means something clearly is wrong with you because men don't leave good women. They don't leave good chicks. And a lot of you guys are fucking chicks without actually fucking doing any type of background work. But anyway, that's besides the point. But anyway, what I was trying to say is because you guys are just fucking chicks without fucking doing any background work, without doing any type of like research, without really making her pay what she weighs, she gets reinforced with that bad behavior. And you guys be like, well, she's hot. She's 22 years old. She's hot. I get it, man. Trust me. I understand. I was one of those guys at one point where I would just take down anything. I was a savage, just like you. I was a savage, just like you. Believe me. But what you come to learn to understand is, look, my dick is way more valuable than her vagina. Your dick and your balls holds the seed of life. She's merely just the apartment complex to hold the life for 8 months or 9 months, whatever the fuck, how long it is. And what I want you guys to understand is your dick is valuable. Your seed is valuable. She's getting so much more out of the deal by you fucking her as opposed to her working for you. It's very difficult. Once again, a lot of you guys are young guys. You guys don't understand what I'm talking about. But there's a time and place when I was a young guy where girls will come to you, give you a flower, be nice, give you some cookies, give you some shit to show that they were interested in you. They wanted to fucking talk to you more. That doesn't exist in today's age. Today's age is basically girls that are just pieces of shit. They're assholes. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit hungry. I can't lie to you. Anyway, besides the point though. But this is how we defeat feminism. The way to beat feminism, as men, we have to go on a dick strike. We got to say, look, ladies, we don't like what's happening within society. We're not happy with how the way that women treat us as men, as a collective. So as a collective, as men, we decided we're not going to give you dick anymore. And we go on strike. And to take it further, I will almost say men as a whole, we should just disappear. Now I know most men are not going to agree with this. Most guys are simps, or the chads that are pussy fiends. And because most guys are chads that are pussy fiends, it'd be very difficult to convince them to fucking leave. Because most guys just want to get pussy. They don't give a fuck about anything else. But if I convince the chads, say all men just leave and we go into our own place and we go into like the forest and we build our own new society, our own new cities. Because believe me, there's enough land in America to do this. What's going to happen is women are not going to be able to maintain the infrastructure. She's going to start falling apart. Like, have you ever been to, like, and that's one thing I'm trying to explain to you guys. I'm a handyman. I go into single women's homes every fucking day. And I see how fucked up their houses are. They got fire alarms bleeping. They got pictures of shit hanging on the wrong side. Dripping sinks. There's a bunch of fucked up shit in women's houses because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. I had a woman today say, do you do assembly? I'm like, yeah, I do assembly. And she said, well, yeah, I don't have any guys to help me out because this is a new city I just moved into. So if you can help me with assembly stuff. And you know what I heard in my mind? Oh, this is a woman that utilized fucking simps to do shit for her all day. And now that she moved into a new city, she has no simps to fucking take care and do all the fucking mad shit she needs to have done. And I'm going to charge that bitch $300 every fucking time I come over there. on principle. And that's what you need to start doing as a man. If you're a man's man, start making these women pay. Make them pay what they owe. And that's that's really the most enlightening thing I learned about being a man, as being a handyman. Is that I don't take shit from fucking chicks anymore. Because I know my fucking value. I understand that, look, she needs me more than I need her. There's 1,000 women out there who are calling my phone every day to come put up TV up, to go fix some shit, to go mount a television, to go fix a bed, because they can't do it themselves. And they know they can't do it themselves. That's why they hire guys. And they can get all the dogs, they can get all the simps they want. But at the end of the day, a woman needs a man. And if you're a man, you're undervaluing yourself by fucking these girls for free and taking them out for dinners. You're actually losing in the equation. And I want guys to understand that principle. We can beat feminism if guys stop fucking them. That's all you gotta do. Stop fucking girls that are not gonna be your wives. And if you are gonna fuck them, you tell them that you're an escort and I'm paying you $100 to fuck you. So she feels like a fucking dirty ass whore. And that's what I want you guys to understand. Make them feel like dirty ass whores, because they are dirty ass whores. And you guys are scared of fucking making girls be whores. Like, you guys want to pretend they're not whores. Like you're getting some out of the situation. No. Make sure they know you are a whore. Whore. And I'm paying you $100 to fuck you so I don't have to talk to you no more. And that's how you're supposed to do it, like a real G. Most of you niggas are scared. Terrified. You guys are scared to embrace the role of a villain. Because you guys want to be good guys. Because you guys want to get a little bit of pussy. And I just look at you motherfuckers like, man, pussy's all you want. That's all you need to fucking get rid of your manhood. It's just a little bit of ass. It's fucking sad. And that's why I look at the average man. I say he's a coward. Who the fuck is it? Is somebody hit me up? Yeah, the average man, he's a coward. He's scared of accepting responsibility. He's scared of fucking let him be known that, bitch, you ain't shit. I'll put my dick in you and I'll pay you just because I don't give a fuck about you. I'll give you this fucking fake ass Monopoly money to put my penis in it. But most of you guys, you try to pretend. You want to pretend to be fucking men. You pretend to be a fucking guy. You're not willing to fucking put it on the line and accept the loss either way or the other. So anyway, that's the end of the stream, man. I'm just disappointed, man. I'm really sad because the average man is he's scared, and we can beat feminism so easy because women are really not standing on it. Women don't even want to be feminists. They really don't. But they see there's so many weak men in society. Hold up a second. We got a speaker. I'll bring you up right now, sir. All right, talk to me. Oh, this nigga left. All right.
Yeah, what's good? Can you hear me?
I can definitely hear you. You're on the Apex Sapiens shit.
I just say I co-sign everything you're saying. I think it's facts. I think, like, you know, I don't know if anybody here listens to rap, but it's like Kendrick Lamar said it a while back. It's like, this dick ain't free, and it's like too many dudes are just giving their dick away for free, and I feel like it stems from a lot of things, but it's like
low self-esteem.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. And it's like, well, why do you have low self-esteem? Because you're just chasing pussy and you don't have any skills or like anything to do. All you can do is use your dick and think with your dick. You think that makes you a man, right? It's like, it doesn't. Well, it does in a way, right? Because you have your dick, you have your balls, and those give you like.
No, sir. I don't mean to interrupt you.
I was gonna talk about like testosterone, right, and how it makes you feel good to work, and those like literally comes from your balls. So it's like.
This is facts.
So like there is like, yeah, I mean, like, you got to be careful with language because some people will take that shit literally and some people won't, you know. But yeah, like, you got to think about it like the bitch is taking your balls away from you, bro. She's literally like draining you.
Exactly.
And you're getting nothing from it. You're in the red. And like, you brought up the escort thing. Dude, I agree so hard. Like, you see this on the side of Twitter, like everybody's like, oh, never pay women for sex. Never. Like, you are all the time. You're always in the red, like dealing with women.
Wait, how old are you,
if you're
man?
in the green, if you're in the green, you're doing something amazing. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing awesome, and that's how you should be. You should always be in the green. I like to think of my days as red or green. If I see a red tint, I'm losing fucking money. If I see a green tint, I'm gaining money. That just
Wait.
goes with anything, you know?
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 24.
Young man, you got a very bright future ahead of you. Dude, hit me up. Go to my.
I do DM you, bro. I'm a troll, so I change my picture a lot. You might not recognize me. But
No, I know
okay.
Funk. I've seen that picture before.
Okay. All right, right on.
No, but actually, you're very wise for your age. Very wise for your age. You're gonna be very successful.
Appreciate it, man. Just trying one day at a time.
Hey, and actually, that's a real. Not to suck your dick or anything, but that's a really good analogy. That I look at my days in red and green.
I try to do that with everything. Like, I literally will try to see red if I'm losing money. And it's like, it hurts because you like red is a stop sign. Red is a stop. It means what the fuck are you doing? Like, red or green. You know, green is good.
And see, we gotta hold 1 second. There's a guy that says, I don't think it's low self-esteem, especially if you're young. I think you need to go through that phase to get out of you. But if you act on principle, you should be given free, dude. I still think it's low. I still think it's low for self-esteem. Even when I was a young nigga, bitches are still giving me shit.
Yeah, dude, don't ever fuck for free. Like, I was getting rides, I was getting smoked out, I was going to like getting taken on dates. As a 16-year-old, 17-year-old, like, yes, I agree with you. We should be slinging dick, but like, there's context and things, right? Like, dudes will literally wake up, and how do I know this? Because I was at this at one. I do this. Everybody does this, right? You wake up and you're just like thinking about pussy immediately, and you're like waste so much energy and time trying to find pussy. Right? It's like that shit. That's what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Yes, of course you should slang dick, but like that shouldn't be your main priority or mission. Especially if these bitches aren't giving you any green.
Exactly.
And like green can come in a lot of ways. Like, let's say she does you favors, washes your dishes, like does your laundry. That saves you time, bro. Time is money. Time is green.
Exactly.
So like you got to just be a little creative with it. You know, what am I getting out of this? And yeah, it sounds fucked up, but trust me, they're getting a lot out of you.
Yes. Gospel, nigga. Gospel, young nigga. We got a young king in the building. We got a young king in the building. And once again, like, if you're paying anything for pussy that's not discussed up front, you're losing. Like, bitches are killing niggas on the back end. It's amazing to me to watch how niggas get killed on the back end. Well, you don't understand, guy, man. Like, she did this. Like, nigga, bro, the bitch is like, I don't understand. Like, I tell guys, don't ever live with your girl. There's no point to ever live with your girl unless you guys are married, you have a family, and there's been a agreed upon decision. A lot of guys, they give up and they live with a bitch because they think I get in-house pussy and she splits half the rent. No, you're better off just trying to fucking struggle to get your own rent done. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna make you a better man. It's gonna make you hustle harder. You cost yourself so much energy and time with your bitch living with you. And now you get that exchange of female energy into you. And you act more like a bitch. Especially if you guys don't have a common goal. That's the craziest aspect to me. I look at that shit like, you're insane. Because I've done it. I fucking done it. All the things I'm telling you guys, I fucked up and done it because nobody told me. But luckily, I was able to catch myself and understand before I got too deep. I'm in a bad situation. I don't like this. And guys don't want to, and it's the bigger thing that I think the bigger issue is guys don't want to admit when they're wrong. It's the sunken cost fallacy where guys will fucking keep putting money into a business, which is like their girl, that's losing money every fucking day with the hopes that hopefully it's going to pay out one day. But the trend keeps going lower and lower and lower. And they keep investing more and more and more. And it gets to a point where it fucking crashes out. She leaves with all the fucking revenue. Because I'll tell you this right now, a woman's not dumb. Women are very crafty. Actually, I take that back. Women are not crafty. They're actually very slow, but guys are even slower.
Yeah, like I want to add to that. I don't mean to interrupt you, but
no, please.
I forgot who told me this, and I like the way I've never been able to like articulate the way they did. But like women are smarter than men. Like the dumbest woman you know is smarter than the smartest men you know, and that's just how it is. And like I can't articulate it the way he did, but like the way it's so fucking true. And you just have to be really retrospective and introspective and think about all your interactions with any bitch you thought was dumb, because that's what I was doing when he was telling me this. And I was like, oh my God, that bitch is a genius. Well, she was playing me the whole time.
Well, I'm not going to say dumb. I don't believe bitches are smarter than men. What they are very good at is if you just sit there and exchange words, you're gonna lose in a woman's game. When it comes to communication, women are gonna fuck you up every fucking time.
Oh, he said okay, yeah. Now I remember. He said emotionally intelligent. That's what he said specifically. He was like, bro. He's like, what happens if you like push a 3-year-old girl? She's gonna start crying. He goes, what happens if you push a 3-year-old boy? He'll probably punch you in your nuts. He's like, girls start experiencing their emotions at 3 years old. He's like, when like a boy that starts happening to you like around, middle school or high school. He goes, they have a whole 10 years, 14 years on you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're running laps on you.
Yep.
They're experienced.
They're experts at it. Women are they're very crafty when it comes to like the communication, emotional intelligence aspect, because that's their game. They can't beat us physically. When it comes to work, and so that's why I try to tell guys, you gotta make a bitch work. Give her instructions. Bitch, do this. I need this done for me. If you don't do it, then there's fucking issues. And if she doesn't, it's very simple. If she doesn't do it, she's not for you. But guys are scared to take that loss. They're very scared to take that loss.
Yeah, and it's also like you have to respect yourself, man. Because like, and I'm gonna like be real personal, right? Because there's a couple listeners, but I'm talking to you, man. Like, not you, Apex. I'm just gonna be personal.
Yeah.
But like, I'm like, bro, you gotta love yourself, bro. If you set rules for yourself and you want your woman to do a certain thing, and then she doesn't, and you can't be man enough to have that conversation with her. Because she's a human being, you're a human being, whatever. You don't respect yourself. You don't love yourself. You're letting that person walk over you. You know what I mean? Because you set rules for yourself, and you got problems, my boy, if you're going to let some woman come and take the rules that you wrote for yourself, and then you're going to throw them away. Like, you got to be a man by your word. And it's okay to be wrong, but you still got to be a man of your word. Now, think about what I just said, because it's kind of like oxymoronic.
No, you're facts, nigga. You're a little young P, nigga.
But most things are in life, it's the dichotomy and duality of life, right? It's like yin and yang. That's how most things are. They don't make sense. Like, they're oxymoronic. But just sit there and think about it for a second.
No, nigga, you're speaking real fucking gospel. Real fucking gospel. That's why I fuck with it. Because I'll be honest with you, I'm honestly impressed for a young nigga who's 24 in this age to be able to know what you know at this point. Nigga, you're light years ahead of even some 50-year-old niggas I know. It's honestly impressive. I gotta give it to you, sir.
I appreciate it, man. I mean, it doesn't come easy. You just gotta like live life and like think, but not think too much. And I know what I just said doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, it makes perfect sense.
Things in life that are great, they're oxymoronic. I remember like my first mentor. He's like he rides on jets and shit.
Yeah.
I remember he told me like the first day I showed up, because I had to drive like 6 hours to go to like the main office. I showed up in Dallas, and then like I got in the office. This is like when I was 17, 18, like right out of high school. I got really lucky. And the first thing, he goes, "How was the drive?" And I was like, "It was good. It's thought a lot." And he goes, "You think a lot?" I was like, "Yeah, I think a lot, man." He goes, "You got any friends?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I have like tons of friends." He goes, "Do you have any like close friends, best friends?" I'm like, "I got one." He goes, "And you think a lot." He goes, "You're just like me. I'm gonna give you one piece of advice." He goes, "Stop thinking. Stop thinking too much." And when he said that to me, I was just in my head, I was like, well, this billionaire wants to fucking slave me, He wants to I'm young. I just showed up. He wants to put me to work for as least as he can, and he wants me to not think about it. Fuck this motherfucker. Like my first thought was, right?
Yeah.
And the longer I've lived, the more I was like, oh, he wasn't out for me. He wasn't trying to tell me to stay stupid. He was, don't overthink shit. It is, you do have to think, you have to plan, you have to think, but don't overthink. Like, sometimes it's best just not to think and do.
This is true.
But at the same time, you have to think what you're doing to make sure that, you're ready for those consequences.
There's a balance. There's a real balance to the game.
Yeah.
And it only comes with time, because the more you live, the more you have a better perception of how long time actually is. You start to realize what 24 hours is, what's a week, what's a month, what's a year, 10 years. And so as you get older, you begin to understand, okay, how much do I need to pontificate on a particular circumstance? So like if you're thinking 20 years in the future, 40 years in the future, yeah, maybe you should take a week or maybe a month to really plan out that 20 years in advance. That would be a smarter idea. But for your daily fucking interaction with the average person you're dealing with, you could probably just you acting off an instinct, you're probably gonna outthink this person regardless. You're overthinking shit sometimes.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And this like goes back to the thing where I said, be a man and stand on what, like, it's okay to be wrong, but stand on what you stand on. And here's another example. Like my first year in university, like I showed up and like I forgot what I was asking. It was something stupid, like, can I go use the restroom? Or like, can I do this? And it wasn't in class or anything. It was like in a hallway. I was getting my ID. Like class hadn't even started. It's like the first week at orientation. And some like old lady, like probably a professor, she was like, honey, how old are you? I was like 18. She's like, and you're in university now? Like, you're already here? I was like, yeah. She's like, you're an adult. Don't ever ask anybody for permission. Like, she straight up told that. She goes, just do what you do and be prepared for the consequences because you're a man.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want. She straight up told me that. She goes, you can do whatever you want.
She's a real gangster.
She's gangster as fuck. Like,
I'll tell you, old bitches are gangsters. See, I sorry to interrupt you, but a lot of niggas don't understand. The best wisdom you're gonna get is from a bitch who's finished. Like a bitch who's finished is gonna tell you what it really is, and she's gonna give you that real fucking woman, what a real woman is. And a lot of guys, they think because young hoes think they got options, but an old chick knows her options are done. So if you're flattering to an older lady, you're really that nigga. You really are. Because they're not gonna waste their time with a fuck nigga. And that's one of the things I figured out as a handyman. I love old white women. Oh my God, they're the fucking best. They're the fucking best. They treat me so well. They tip me well. They feed a nigga, give a nigga some drink, and send me on my way. Because they know that pussy has nothing but cobwebs. So that's the best they can do. No, but okay, listen, everybody. I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen. I need to go to Jimmy John's because niggas is hungry. Niggas been drinking all this fucking wine all day. Be easy. Share, like, subscribe. Apex is about to go get himself some food and enjoy fucking life because nigga, fuck everybody on principle.